sipping my coffee. See if anybody pops in. I'm a bit late this morning. Oh, good morning, his and her homestead. How's it going? Sorry I'm a bit late. Hi, Cuddle Quack Duck. Haven't seen you in a few days. Hello, Jalon Dan. How's it going? My friend brought me a Tim Hortons coffee. Maybe this one will win. At least a coffee. So far, I've had 7?
6.
No, 6 over the weekend. I have had 7 so far. 6 at the hospital. 7 Tim Hortons roll up the rums and nada. Nothing.
I bet this is another good.
So do you guys have Tim Hortons where you are? Or have you heard of Tim Hortons?
It's Canadian.
Abby?
I'm telling you.
I know it's Canadian, but they have it in the States too, Abby. Hi, Cuddle Quack. Have you heard of Tim Hortons? In February, for 3 weeks or so, maybe a month, I don't know, they have these roll up the rims. No, I've never heard of one. So Tim Hortons is Canadian. Tim Horton, the guy, was a hockey player, and then he started up Tim Hortons, and then he sold it, and now it's like a corporation that is probably run from the States, from somebody in the States, from an American, because everything we have gets taken over by America anyways. But once a year, sometimes twice, but I know in February, usually around Valentine's Day or so, they'll have roll up the rims, and you drink your coffee and then you roll up the rim here. It's usually, for me, it's been, please play again, please try again. But usually all I've ever won is free coffee or a free donut. But there are 50 Honda Civic cars you can win, 100 5,000 CIBC prepaid cards, 500 free coffees for a year, so and $50 Tim Hortons gift cards, and millions of free coffee and food prizes. So.
Can you get it with cold drinks?
No, only hot drinks. So you can get it on coffees, teas, and lattes, but not cold drinks. Yeah, you got me today. How's it going? I'm just gonna fishing hobby. My friend brought me a Tim Hortons, so I'm drinking it. I'm doing her a favor, cooking her a roast. Well, it's not doing. She had volunteered to cook up a roast for our church and another church combined once a month. We do what's called open tables, which is a hot supper for people of the community who are, well, they could be homeless, they could be just poor or lonely or whatever. It's basically a free hot meal that anybody is welcome to come. It costs nothing. And you get a plate of food, and there's live entertainment, so there's some people that play music, and not just church music. It's like kind of contemporary music, and there's some activities for the kids. If there's kids, like some coloring and craft tables, and some volunteers for that. And just like, because there's a lot of seniors in our area that could be lonely, or families that are low income, and this month's one is roast beef dinner with mashed potatoes. Last month was lasagna. So once a month they do it. So she had signed up for doing one of the roast beefs, but she's not feeling well. So I said, well, I can throw it in. I'll throw it in my Instant Pot and cook it that way. I'm supposed to just I'm supposed to just season it with salt and pepper, nothing fancy. So I'm like, what? No garlic? Because you never know what people like.
Allergies.
Yeah. Having to use my iPad today because my computer... Oh dear, your computer's broken. Do you have anybody in your family that are techies that can fix it? Or do you have to bring it to the store to get fixed? I'm trying to get to my channel to see. So today I'm sorry I'm late. I'm going to be live till just after 10, probably 10:15 or so. Because I'm going to go to TNT today, which is a big, huge Oriental superstore market. So it's like your Walmart grocery stores that you have in the States, like a big grocery store, but it's Oriental stuff, as well as regular food stuff. Hi, Pappy Pinnell. And I'm going there to get a bunch of dumplings and stuff for my birthday supper. Well, I think it'll be a lunch supper. I'm sorry, but I don't recognize Social Obscure channel. Oh, Social Obscure channel name is also Ford Van Man, FVM. Hi, Josh the Scratch Man. How's it going? That's his name.
Okay.
He does scratch tickets. My daughter is being the peanut gallery here and commenting.
Okay, well.
They have a snow day, a freezing rain day, but it's not freezing rain yet. There's supposed to be freezing rain at the end of the day, like near when the buses would be leaving. So the school buses are all canceled because it's supposed to hit freezing rain around 2. So I'm like, and my kids, they don't take the bus, but their school, if the buses are canceled, about 100 kids show up out of 1,400. And they just kind of shove them all in the gym or the library.
Now.
It's 1,600. Okay, whatever, Abby. I don't need to be corrected. Go mind your own business. School vacation here. Oh, it's reading week for, like, well, that isn't it reading week for, like, the college and universities?
Yes.
What about, Abby, I'm not asking you.
Oh, I think.
I am talking to them.
Oh.
I'm never talking to you if I'm doing a live stream. Do you want a teenager?
No.
All schools have a reading week. See, we have March break here in the middle of March, like around St. Patty's Day, where the elementary and high schools have, and then college and universities have reading week, which is like end of February, beginning of March.
This week.
So, which I think is this week coming. But some of them have them, and the ones in Quebec have it like a week later or a week earlier because they have to be different. Hi, Amanda. Tomorrow's our birthday.
Our?
Yes, she has the same birthday as me. Last day in your 20s. Yeah, last time I was in my 20s was a long time ago. We have a spring break, but no reading week. Okay. Cool. I guess does it depend on which state you're in when they have their times off? Because that's really weird. Like here in Canada, everybody has the same times off, except for Quebec. Quebec has to be different. But they have like the same March break and the same Christmas holidays. Hi, lovely 21. How's it going? You're in Michigan, Josh. Okay, cool. I've never been to Michigan. Well, I've never been to most states. I've been to parts of New York, basically Ogdensburg, Messina.
What?
Watertown, all the places I shop in New York when I go over cross border shopping, Abby.
Oh.
And Quebec sucks, Super Jen. I know, I live there and I'm from there. Yes. Uh, sorry. Yeah, my family is from Montreal. Like my mom was born there, and so was her parents and stuff. But they were the English in Montreal. Um, Actually, my mom's mom technically was born um, in the French family, but then she was raised by English nuns. So, what was it? And then my and her husband was born and raised English Montreal, which is like a whole subsect of Montreal. My in-laws, my mother-in-law is from Saint Hyacinthe, which is just outside of Montreal, and she's very francophone. My grandparents were born in Montreal. I used to live in Montreal, Hamilton, Oshawa, and Halifax. I'm a Frenchie bilingual. Yeah, my hubby is Frenchie bilingual. Because they lived in New Brunswick, and he's bilingual from there, and he works right now with the government, but he's over in Gatineau side. So he's got his, I think now, highest level of bilingual. He had medium level of bilingual, like there was ABCs. I don't know, whatever the one was in the middle. Like he didn't have the lowest bilingual, and now he has his highest one. So he doesn't have to go for bilingual testing anymore. Just catching up here. Comment allez-vous? Say hi, say I know it. Yeah, my mom's family. My husband's mom's family. Most of them don't speak hardly any English. Like when I had my oldest, we met her father had already passed, but we met her mom, and her mom knew about 15 words in English. She said hi to me and Jen, and she said my daughter's name, and she said she's cute, and that was about the extent of the English. And like she said, like hi, how are you? But she didn't know how to necessarily, like she said, she said herself she was fine. I'm like, okay, that was about. It was really hard. You're right. I'm in. Yes, I'm in the west end of Ottawa. So it's like it used to be its own town, and now it's amalgamated. So it's kind of like how Toronto has all these other, the greater Ottawa area. So yeah, we're just past us, Canada and Stittsville is other townships. So that's where like the borderline. So the good thing with that is that we're on Ottawa Hydro, which is cheaper than Hydro One. I have friends who live 5 minutes drive from my house. They're on Hydro One, and their hydro bill is like $500 a month, just hydro, and they have like gas furnace. Like it's not hydro heating. My hydro is, I don't know, like we put equal billing, like maybe $100, 150, not that much, and we use a lot of hydro. Can I read the comments? Yes. Ayub Mirza. Yes, I can read the comments. Hi, Arub. Oh yeah, everybody. I might move to Toronto. Toronto's really expensive. You can't afford to live there. And where you can afford, you'll be driving an hour and a half into Toronto. Hydro. Sorry, electric. We call our electric companies hydro. So we have gas, like natural gas, and hydro is electric companies. Yeah, sorry. I forget. I guess you guys don't. What do you call your electric companies? Like we have it like, if we were Quebec, it would be Quebec Hydro, or you know um, other places that it's all part of a hydro.
Isn't water hydro?
Yes. Well, that's where we get the hydro from. Is the electric from the water dams that we get from our rivers.
Okay, I'm gone.
Okay. Bye, Abby.
I'm sure I'll miss the peanut gallery.
Yes. Electric companies is what we call them. Electric. See, we usually call them, like, especially in Ontario, because there's like Hydro One, which is the major hydro that does all the municipalities that are not into the big cities. So Toronto has its own, like Toronto Hydro and Ottawa Hydro and stuff, but it has all the country folk and all that stuff. Um, and Hydro here is government owned, so it's not a private company, but they're trying to decommission it as a government company because they're losing money, or they're not all of our facilities, like our hydro facilities and stuff like that, are like are old, so they need like refurbishing and all that stuff. Well, that's why there's not competition here, right? Because yeah, all of ours are government ones, so that way we don't get completely screwed. But Hydro One, since it's a big one that covers all the little towns, their hydro has to travel further, and it's not as well managed, but as the other ones, I don't think. So that's why theirs is like extremely expensive. Going to go back to work now, Jen. Okay, well, nice seeing you, Serge. I'm just there's Bulio. I'm just going to double check. I'm supporting everybody. Everybody support one another in the channel here. If you want to. It's not a prerequisite, but it's always nice. Yep. Oh yes, I've seen your channel here. You have you do some weightlifting, and I've seen. Oh, and there's hockey and weightlifting and stuff. Very cool. I will definitely check out some of your videos today. I'm just got lost editing. No problem, Jalon. Yeah. See, our electric, um, I think it's quite high, but Hydro One is like 3 or 4 times ours. So it all depends, and we have time of day pricing. So during peak times, it's more expensive, and during off peak is less expensive. So even if you try to use your hydro during the less expensive day times, like at night or on the weekends, it's less expensive than during 9 to 5. Um, it it really makes a difference on your bill. Like I have a video from October or so, talking about the price changes, because we have summer pricing and we have winter pricing. So where they have different peak times. Yeah, but 60 American is about 80 Canadian, so that's pretty good. I mean, I think that's fairly cheap. Here, we pay about 120 a month for hydro, and then we have gas for heat, and that, I don't know. I'd have to look at my bills. I don't really pay attention to them. What we do with our bills is that we kind of do equal billing through the companies sometimes, but then my husband just does equal billing himself, so he always just puts so he can schedule when he pays them, not necessarily when they're due. So he schedules when he pays them when his check comes in, but before they're due. So that way he always knows when it's coming out. If we set up with the hydro company, or that for them to take the money out themselves, they could take it out on different days. Like they'd say, okay, it's on the 20th. Well, if the 20th is on a Saturday, they would take it out earlier, possibly like on the 18th or 19th or later. So you never really know when they'll take it out. Yes?
Why is there a red spot?
Boots.
Okay.
Okay, but
Alright.
our last gas bill was $2.60. Wow, that's quite expensive. See, even our gas bills, again, it's about probably about 100, 150. Like we always pay more than what our bills are on average, so that in December we don't pay any bills because we already have a credit with our hydro, um, with our gas, with our water. Like we have, because we own our place. We have water, taxation, sewer bill. So my husband always pays those early. Bye, lovely. Thank you very much for popping by and saying hi. Hopefully, I get to see you tomorrow morning. I will also be on because my family will not be up, and it'll be my birthday, which I'll drink coffee. my my hair is being all frizzy today. I had my hair in a ponytail yesterday. I don't use levelized billing. Okay, yeah, we have it called equal billing. Um, we do, in a sense that they because we actually, our hydro, we use more hydro in the summer than we do in the winter. So our hydro, I don't think, is equalized billing, but we pay an equalized amount every month so that it's always more than what we average. So that on months that if it does go above, it still goes towards that credit. But then in December we just don't pay bills, and then we have that extra money from his checks for Christmas. To the point that, well, and we've noticed in the past 2 years, no, past 3 years, 2.5 years, we've upgraded all of our appliances over because they've all kind of died. Like we got new washer and dryer. We got 2 new fridges, and a new dishwasher. The only thing we haven't upgraded is the big, huge freezer that's in the garage. You have the option to do it either way. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have, like, they'll, like, people get, like, our bills. I have to, sometime I'll look at our bills and I'll show you guys of what we kind of do. Um, but we upgrade our items, and our hydro bill consumption went down significantly, so that not this past Christmas but last Christmas my husband had to ask them to send us a check for all the credit that we had, because we were paying a certain amount every month and not worrying about it, that hydro paid us back $1,300 because we had over $1,300 in credit, which for him, he'd rather have the money back so he could spend it however and still do his equal billing, lessen the amount, because he used to do, I think, maybe $200 a month, and then he lessened it to like 120, so that he could be in control of the money and not go, oh, don't pay your bills for 6 months, because he would forget, like, not necessarily he would forget, but he's a creature of habit. He's my organized person. He's the organized person to my laissez-faire, flighty personality. I'm very good in chaotic situations. A utility savings account, exactly, and that's how we like to do it. Like, same with when we do trips and stuff. When we save for vacation, we put money aside, um, as well as whenever we decide to do a vacation, we'll put a down payment or whatever on the vacation, and like in the future. So we're now considering what's for the summertime, because we did a vacation. We did do a vacation last year, but the year before we just did Toronto. But we like to kind of escape our lives to somewhere hot. We go somewhere hot when it's hot here. So good question. But well, Dominican's nice. We've done Dominican, we've done Cuba, and we've done a cruise. Cruise was way more expensive than any of those options. Yeah, see, if we paid for what we use some months, like for example, Joy, our hydro bill would be like 3 or 4 times that amount. Well, if we can budget, this is what we pay every month, then it's not so much of a, because we have that credit, it'll just take it from that credit. While November, we hardly have any bills because it's not quite, well, it's not that quite cold. We don't like our house very hot. Um, but and our neighbors, since it's a townhouse, they keep our house warmer than what we set our temperature at. Good morning. Question: do you think clickbait video is good or bad? Um, Depends on what your channel is about. Having a little bit of clickbait, as long as it's legitimate. Like, for example, you did a video of something saying, "Oh my God, I lost it." Well, what did you lose? That's kind of clickbait, but you did lose something in your video. You can't just like put something random clickbait like whatever the current trend is and not do something about it. So like I did a Tide Pod challenge rant, and it was just a rant. I was not doing the challenge or anything, but having that in there, people might they'll see the title. It literally says what it's about, but it's not quite clickbait. But just saying Tide Pod challenge. Watch me eat Tide Pods, and you don't do it. Well, that's false advertising. You know. Um, and it disappoints people. So you'll have people come check out your video, find out that it's not what they were expecting to watch, and leave. So you want people that aren't your subscribers to come, but you also want them to stay. So having interesting titles, interesting thumbnails, which I'm still working on how to do myself. I'm not perfect at all. Is how you get people interested in your channel and staying. I can't stay long because it's time for me to sleep, but I'm letting you all know. Okay, Tiger, what time is it there? Is it like 1 o'clock in the morning? Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate you popping by and saying hi. Hopefully I get to see you tomorrow. We don't know, for 4 months. For about 4 months a year, less than $100 combined, gas, electric. That's not too bad. Check out my channel, you will understand why I meant that I can't give out details. Okay. I will go see what you mean and oh, about your channel being terminated? Are you trying to say that was a clickbait because it's not quite terminated? Or that you're demonetized? Because I can't really go in and watch your... Jen's been okay. Have not... She's been sick. She popped in yesterday's afternoon live stream for a bit, but she's been sick. So... yeah, she still has that Mexican flu that her sister or sister-in-law who went to Mexico came by and stayed with her and gave her. So she's still been dealing with that. Coffee. Free Olive Garden Day free. Yeah, we don't have an Olive Garden. Yeah, we used to have places that we could get free meals or free appetizers, and we don't get anything anymore up here. Like, I think Lone Star will give me a free dessert if we went there. I get coffee on my birthday from Starbucks. Well, it's not today, it's tomorrow. But she's saying she got a coupon, and I get sometimes like coupons. I think a free appetizer somewhere else, but I'd have to go there and I'd have to eat the other stuff. Oh, your week works, man. Well, that's nice. That's nice. See, that's one thing about going to work. My husband's work, when they have birthdays too, they all go out and they all, the person whose birthday doesn't have to pay, and they all pitch in like a portion of their thing. I saw you on the street. Degree 33. Oh, I have Tim Hortons, just the regular. I know where you live. What the hell? Who are you? Degree E33? And who are you talking to? Because if you know where I live, my hubby going, you know my hubby is not exactly a little man either. Yep. Uh, I'm not. Yeah. That's. You want to see? Well, not that. That's about. Yeah, that's a bit creepy for me. Yeah, 0 subscribers. Probably a fake channel of somebody. I don't think I've pissed anybody off with. Oh, I want to see the deleted message that socially did. I just want to spew it. What does it say? Um. Yeah. Boot his ass. He's, how do I report him? Not hide. Report? Yeah. Yeah. Unwanted hate speech. Graphic violence. Yep. Yeah. Okay, that's a first for me. Um. Good morning, Charlene. We have our first. Um. Yeah. Yeah. They're. He's deleting them. He's bopped them. It's hidden. I've just reported. Because I don't know if you guys can see. DRGREE 33. He was being kind of like, I know where you live. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. But then he went all, um, all crazy. Good. I reported too. Yeah, my mod's good. Thank you, socially obscure. Because I'm like, okay, sometimes people pop in and they be a tiny bit creepy. But it's sometimes as a language barrier. Or they say, like, I'm pretty or whatever. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll take it. um, but yeah, that was, that was a first. Great. And, yeah. Anyways, let's change the subject to something much more positive. My stream, and thank goodness for mods. Yeah. You went to Target. Okay, Amanda went to Target yesterday, and this older gentleman in front of me at the customer service line was on the phone with somebody and about to buy a 5,000 gift card. Thankfully, the manager asked him if he could talk to them and realized it was a scam. Yeah, so that's happening a lot here in Canada too, and especially targeted to senior citizens and stuff like that. Your first troll in the room. Yes, it makes me feel special. Well, I have somebody going on my videos at, well, two somebodies, or two, maybe one person with two channels, going on my older videos and giving me 2 thumbs down. So there's, but I've noticed that it was like on older stuff, and so, and I didn't have any thumbs down. It needs to be deleted from society. Yes, sad people are sick. This old man thought he was doing something good. Yeah, no. You should never. Okay, anybody contact. Just a public service announcement. Anybody who contacts you saying that they need to get paid in gift cards for taxation or whatever. That's the biggest scam here. They're trying, like, CRA will say, call you and say that you owe so much money, and people don't want it. Like, that's Canadian Revenue Agency for you guys in the States, and they'll say that, well, CRA will never call you for the money. They will send you an email. Not an email. They'll never send you an email either. They'll send you mail with a registered thing that you call a number which is a legitimate. You can verify the number is the CRA number with a file number and stuff like that. They will never call you without and saying that you have to pay in gift cards or send an e-transfer. It's never, you come to a different spot and you pay. And a lot of people, like especially seniors who are not techie savvy, they get scammed easily. Yeah, it's so sad, especially with seniors, like because they're trying to do good. They get scams like that, but more from using bank names. Exactly, I get ones for bank names, and I get like car insurance things, which I find is hilarious because we don't drive, we don't own a car, we don't have a license. How are we getting car insurance? You kind of need those few things. Last year, a guy contacted me and said that he's Mr. Green, and I want to Walmart and one never paid for stuff. I walked out and he has me on surveillance. Well, the funny thing about that situation is, I was home all day that day, and so it couldn't have been me. Well, exactly. And how would they call you? And why would they call you? Say you have surveillance. Fine, charge me. I don't care. Like, if I did something wrong, and I knew I did something wrong, and you have on surveillance camera, charge me. Go do the right thing. Don't go and try and blackmail people to give away anyway. But that was definitely, well, exactly. And people, so that's the thing, is people go and take a loan on their homes to pay these things, and then they're getting scammed. So there's been lots of little advertisements, like not just online, because the people that are being affected don't usually go online or don't really access their email, but they'll put them on the bus shelters, like from the CRA, like a big huge poster. Like sometimes they're advertising banks or other things. They'll put sometimes on bus shelters of CRA will never contact you for this, or by this means, and will never ask you for gift cards and for payment of blah blah blah. You know, because people are getting scammed left, right, and center because they're trying to be doing well-meaning things. So he was with the IRS, and I kept on the phone for 2 hours jerking his chain. And I said very calmly, "How dumb do you think I am? I know this is a scam." He went nuts. Good times. That is how, hey boy, I said, that is how I knew it was a scam. And I said, "I'm calling the police and give them this one number." And he said to me, I'm going, yeah, you don't give me that. Fine. It's like, report to police. Yeah, there's no way they have your phone. Exactly. Hello, Oreo Kid. You just missed a very scary troll that I don't know if everybody saw the last message he posted before Socially Obscure hit it, but I saw, like, I was able to view it, and I'm like, yeah, not just normal crazy troll guy. This is like, yeah. Well, yeah, like I know on a friend of mine's channel, they have a troll that likes to make other IDs and pop in there and cause drama, cause crap, and goes and thumbs down or makes mean comments. And I'm like, why? Like, why? Like, you must have a really sad life if all you do is go on people's channels that you're possibly jealous of, commenting and saying things that are mean to them. Like, you know. Oh, you did your live show. You already did it already? Well, if they don't have your number, just look up random numbers online. Call anybody. One got scammed through GoDaddy.com. Okay. Yeah. Oops. Good morning, Bitty Boo Brown. How's it going? We were just discussing. We had a bad troll in here, a very bad, naughty troll. I call them lifeless people or nothing. I was good until about 15 minutes ago, where we had bad, naughty troll come in. And now it's like, okay, that's, it's like, I know where you live. I've seen you on the street. I'm like, okay, first, I give people the benefit of doubt, because I've had a few people come into my streams. English is not their first language, right? So, I've had a few people, and when I've mentioned to them that whatever they're saying could be seen as rude or naughty, like, they've changed it, because English is not their first language, or like I have a few people that are African descent that come into my channel that will like because they can use it amongst their own social circles of using words that other people are not allowed to use. And I'm like, yeah, we don't use that word in my channel. Well, Jolan, you missed bad naughty troll. And so, this guy was he went all violent in there and socially awkward, not socially awkward, socially obscure. Caught him, and I was able to read the comment. I'm like, yeah, he went from like creepy to like bat crazy creepy. So if you look back, if you look back at about 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes of this video, you'll find his name because I spelt it out in the video, just so that you don't see him yourself. Hi, Javon. Oh, thank you. You're not so bad, but your picture, you gotta fix your picture. Your picture's always sideways. And I'm like, you gotta figure out how to turn it around 90 degrees. I like Tim Hortons. I was even happier when they came to the States, but now there's like 2,000 in my area. Yes, Tim Hortons is awesome. I mean, cheap, good coffee. A donut for $1.19. And Timbits for about 15 cents. So you could pop a couple back and not think that you've eaten a whole donut. I tried, but it kept putting pic like that. Well, maybe you have to try and take a different picture and try uploading that. But it's not a bad picture. You just have to tilt your head sideways. It's a little awkward to look at. But today I'm going shopping to TNT to get some dumplings, Chinese dumplings, which is an Asian market, and some seafoody stuff for my birthday tomorrow. And then I'm going to Costco, and we're going to check out some thrift stores because it's also along the way. Yeah, it's not. It's not bad. It's a good picture. I just got, like, I'm a firm believer. I can fix it for you. Yeah, send it to socially awkward. Not awkward. Why do I want to call you awkward? Okay. Obscure. Not enough coffee. I got the ones I didn't have. What ones? What ones you didn't have? I think I got the ones I didn't have. Bitty Boo Brown. Aren't we all? Aren't we all awkward? Like, I'm socially awkward. You don't necessarily see it so much on YouTube. but I shared the love to the ones. Okay. Sorry, I was just like, well, awesome. Share the love. That's what I like about my channel. I like to try and have it family friendly and everybody's welcome. I'm going to try and do editing a live stream today. Cool. How do you so because I'm not knowledgeable. When I do a live stream, I do it on the YouTube app and it goes on YouTube. How do you go and well, I can edit it in the YouTube app by adding like I have to go in and edit on my and put end screens and possibly some iCards, and I can make it maybe brighter or like I usually click the automatic ones like stable, make it stable, and click it like automatic contrast, and then put description and tags. But it's always I use TubeBuddy, but not the paid version, just the free one, which is good at helping guess some good tags. I do find that the videos that I have that have tags on it that are relatable to the videos, they get more watch time. Hi, East Dad. Thanks for popping by. I will be trying to do a live stream. Cool. When you do a live stream, please let me know. I'd like to come and support you. East Dad, you missed a naughty troll. If you look at the first 22 minutes of this stream, you'll find out who it is. So just to be aware, he might pop into your channel, and that too. I've never seen one quite like that. Usually they just go all like gross, and gross I can handle because I've done scouting and I've dealt with like boys and teenage boys and all that stuff, and they could just be gross. This was like a little bit batshit crazy going, like a whole little Dexter, you know. Yeah. Very cool. Yes, but see, it's I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. So I'm a girl, obviously, and I can handle a lot of BS. Okay, I mean, I've worked in retail, I've worked in restaurant industry, I've worked with adults with physical disabilities and stuff like that, and they can all they get the little dirty old men or whatever. Like that's nothing, right? What? Oh, with your coffee. Yeah, coffee, just Tim Hortons. I have it with 3 cream. I don't put sugar in it. It's the original blend. Uh, but when trolls hit a guy's live stream, they don't go all like nasty, sexual, violent. Yeah, no sugar. I quit sugar in my coffee about 4 years ago, except for when I get like fancy coffees at like Starbucks. I don't get no sugar in those ones, but those are like dessert and coffee at once. To board the bus for work, we have fun today, Dad. But I don't know about you guys. If you get trolls on your channels, they don't go all like violent. Like that one went all violent in like 3 seconds. Awesome. Awesome, Dad. Thanks for hitting the like button. Do they? Because I mean, whenever I've been on a live stream, yeah, there's sometimes trolls that pop by, but they're wanting subs or they're being like weird. And it was gone in 4 seconds. Yep. Yeah. He was here, popped in, and said a few things. I'm like, okay, give him a benefit of the doubt. Somebody gave him a little bit of warning, going, okay, that's a bit creepy, and then went all like, what? Crazy. Coffee. So, what are your guys' plans today? Some people are just, yeah. Yeah, some people are just crazy. Same. So, well, yeah, I've got to do those as well. I have to so do dishes. I have to empty the dishwasher and load it back up and then do the rest dishes because the dishes have been piling up because I didn't do dishes last night and I should have. I just was tired. I made supper. I made pad thai for supper and then but not as authentic. Like I followed my recipe ish, but not as authentic because I didn't have any tofu and I didn't use the shrimp. You know, I just used pork and chicken in it, so it was a pork chicken pad thai. So waiting to get sleepy. Cool. That would be something that you could record of their birth or once they're already born. Because baby goats are just cute. I would love to live on a farm. Yes, baby goats are cute. Got rid of the horse. Well, horses are bigger and they eat more and don't they have more things that can go wrong with them than goats? Like from my experience, like I'm not big on animals and stuff. From my experience with like smaller animals, the bigger the animal, they tend to have more things that could possibly go wrong or more ailments like arthritis in the knees or twisted leg or broken legs and stuff like that. Well, the smaller animals tend to be more resilient, if that's a word. Yes, and baby goats are like little 2 year olds bouncing around, like they literally hop and get all excited, like, oh look. That's problem. Cool. Well, my friend, she has two horses on her property. Her daughter used to ride, but was in an accident about 10-15 years ago and hasn't ridden. But she still has riding horses, but she doesn't ride them. And but they're expensive, to take care of, and expensive to feed, expensive to take care of. Like their vet bills, like the vet bills for a bigger animal tend to be more expensive than for a smaller animal. Like from her experience, but she's only had horses, and she did have a goat, but then it died of like old age. Like she had the goat just for goat's sakes. I don't know. Maybe for lawn maintenance. I don't know. It was very odd. Like she doesn't have a farm or anything. She had a goat. She lives out in the country. Companionship. Goat, two cats, two horses. I think it was a rescue goat, like one of her neighbors. Well, see, I guess that's one thing too is that once you have large animals, you can like say, same when you have kids, right? I've learned a lot of first aid. Like I had my first aid CPR when I was working, but I've learned a lot of practical first aid while taking care of kids and keeping them alive. Raising, taking care of animals all my life. Good night, Tiger. Have a great day. Hope to see you tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow morning. It'll be my birthday tomorrow. Hey, get to the farm. How's it going? You missed some interesting troll activity. If you have time later, check out the first, well, you can skip past the first 15 minutes, but around the 20-minute mark, there was some interesting stuff. I'm trying to report them, but it says to, like I reported them in the thing, but I have to try and report them on, um, on YouTube. Like, it was enough to, like, get rid of them. But yeah, that was the troll guy. I have his, because I popped his channel before. That's the guy. So somebody made a channel to come in here and cause trouble. And probably cause trouble on other people's channels too. So, just keep your eyes out. Because people have nothing better to do than to cause trouble. Drama. We don't need drama. So make sure everybody, I think everybody's supported in here. I'll just double check that I'm supporting everybody. I'm going to check out the participants. Yep, everybody's in here. I'm supported. But it says there's 6 people in here, but then it says 9, so I don't know. I don't think it can count. Happy early, just in case I'm not on tomorrow. Okay, well, thank you. Well, if you don't make my live stream tomorrow, hopefully you'll be able to maybe watch the live stream or comment on it after the fact. I hope to do editing tonight of some videos and hopefully have them up. I'm going to try and upload some and have them, when I do produce videos, I try and have them uploaded about 6 o'clock in the morning, like I'll schedule them. I was having, this week was not a good week for my editing program and my brain. So it was just not listening to me, and I was just getting frustrated, and I said, forget it. Like, I have the videos, so I have enough material to edit, just I can only do editing like one at a time, and then I have to wait for it to upload, which takes a while sometimes. Because I think I have sometimes my videos too high a resolution. But there should be coming up some grocery hauls and winterlude and some more cooking ones, because I have a few. And tomorrow I will take a video of me doing the roast beef in the Instant Pot. But I'll mention in the video I'm just doing it salt, pepper seasoning, because that is what they need it for the open tables, which is our church and another church get together once a month, and we do a hot meal for the community. Usually people who are poor or low income or lonely. A lot of times we get, there's a seniors home down the way that, there's a seniors home down the way that is for, like, low income seniors. So it's a government run one, that it's usually people that have been previously on the streets, like homeless, or have mental illness or that type of stuff, and then they get to a certain age and they need more care. They they go to, like, they live in this seniors home, so they like to have the social interaction with people too. I mean, they have people there, but they don't have family around. So, but my phone, I just got a call. 297. Okay. I'm going to have to let you go. Uh, my friend is going to be picking me up anyways soon. But my phone just went off and it might be a hospital number for an appointment. So, because it looks like the hospital number. So I'll let you guys go. I might be on later on tonight. I don't know, but I'll at least update a video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning around 8:30. Okay? You have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks for popping by. Bye. Bye, friends.